is that, like I said, the nature of modern works allows us to have multiple jobs, and this is where I'll explain a little bit. Employers don't have a perfectly optimized pipeline to provide the exact amount of work to their employees that to take up the entire workday, right? So employers don't have almost no employer I can think of. I would even say no employer has the way they distribute work so optimized that each employee gets exactly 8 hours of work per day, and that's it, right? Like there's no peaks, there's no valleys, there's nothing. Like everybody's at capacity every day. Like that's impossible, right? Like we've all worked, we all have experience in the ebb and flow of work, right? Like sometimes there are peaks, sometimes there's a lot of activity, right? Like you're working more than 8 hours a day for a brief period of time, ideally. And there are some days that there's nothing to do. Well, there are some days that there's some stuff to do, but it clearly doesn't take 8 hours. So it's this inefficiency. It's this fact that employers just don't have a way to distribute work efficiently, or not efficiently. They don't have a way to distribute work so that it covers the full amount of work, full time, right? That we work. So there's lots of idle time. So they actually pay us. They're not paying us to perform our task, or that's not the full compensation. That's not the full story. We do get paid to work eventually, but what we're paid for is being available, so that when they actually get some work, like when there's actually some tasks that need to be done, right, in this inefficient pipeline that they have, there's actually people that can work them, right? And so they kind of like bite the bullet and pay for us to be idle. They don't like it. That's why busy work exists, and that's why they don't want you. They don't just let you go home when you say like, "Hey, I'm done. There's nothing else to do. Like I'm just gonna go home at 11." Right? Like that never happens. Now they don't like it, but they kind of do bite the bullet in that they understand that, hey, there's gonna be some idle time, and we gotta pay for it. So this is the inefficiency. This is the core inefficiency. And like I said, it's built in. Like they would have to completely reform employment, right, from the ground up. All employers get together and they just reform the system. It's not going to go away. Like this is something that's baked in. So this is what I mean by the nature of modern work allows us to have multiple jobs, because what we do is we take that idle time, those idle times that we have at our work, and we and we, instead of wasting our time, instead of watching YouTube or gaming, right, or watching Twitch, we have another job, right? So that when one employee has idle time, maybe the other doesn't, and so like you come in and you work that time, but you get paid for both. You get paid for you get paid for the hour in both employers, right? So you're doubling your income in that sense, right?